Racing games are almost as old as arcades themselves. For many years, their focus was on good old cartoony fun, rewarding players as much for running over bystanders as for actually finishing the race. But all that changed in 1998 when Polyphony invented the driving simulator with Gran Turismo for the Sony PlayStation. All of a sudden, gamers could drive real cars with realistic physics and upgrade them with real car parts. And for nearly the next decade, they owned the market and proved to be a major seller for Sony as they entered the console race. But sometime after Microsoft entered the race, they realized that they had the opportunity to challenge Sony's stranglehold on the genre. They internally created developer Turn 10 Studios, who in 2005 unveiled their entry, Forza Motorsport. Forza came to the starting line with over 200 real-world cars and 30 tracks, with top-of-the-line graphics and physics to match. But where the notoriously difficult GT had left casual gamers in the dust, Forza introduced the innovative Suggest line feature. This was a color-coded line that informed new gamers when to punch the throttle or hit the brakes, helping them out with the difficulties of realistic driving physics. The function could of course be turned off for pro gamers, who could even choose to turn off traction and braking assists for added challenge, even if the real cars had these features. But what really made Forza stand out was its Xbox Live compatibility. Players could now go head-to-head with other drivers to give the whole experience a competitive edge that less internet-friendly games could only dream about. With all of these features, and as the only realistic racer on the Xbox, Forza Motorsport met with massive success, and it was only a matter of time before Turn 10 Studios came back for a second lap. And so 2007 brought the release of the cleverly titled Forza Motorsport 2, now on the HD-capable Xbox 360. While the graphics ran at a smooth 60 frames per second, the physics engine ran at an incredible 360 frames per second, meaning that the game could simulate even the most minute changes, from engine heat to tire friction to vehicle damage. However, in order to accomplish these rendering feats, Forza 2 was limited to the daytime in perfect weather conditions, and the game as a whole suffered from jagged edges as the designers quite literally cut corners. The game was still the same challenging experience based around a love for genuine cars and tuning to give the most realistic feel possible. This time around, Turn 10 Studios took their Xbox Live functionality even further with the reveal of the Auction House. Players could now put up a car with their own custom tweaks and artwork and sell it off to the highest bidder. This had the unexpected but welcome result that a few talented artists became famous in the Forza community for consistently making the best decorated cars. None of them got rich off their work, however, as the auction house only worked with in-game credits, not real-world dollars. The same could not be said of Turn 10 Studios, as Forza 2 went on to be another hit racer. As a result of the auction house's success, as Turn 10 turned to Forza 3, they decided to make user-generated content a central feature of the game. This time around, Forza will not only feature the auction house, but also the storefront. While the auction house is one builder selling one car to one highest bidder, players can set their wares on the storefront to sell for whatever price the seller wishes, for as many sales as they wish. So an artist can now sell an infinite number of his popular skins, or only 1,000, or only 12, whatever he wants, for however much he wants. Additionally, the storefront allows expert car tuners to show off their skills as they put their finely honed rides up for sale. And also for tuning fanatics, Turn 10 has added more tuning and upgrade options into Forza 3 than in any other racing game in history. Though this would be welcomed by hardcore racing fans, Turn 10 also realized that this level of depth might scare away casual gamers, and so they have implemented an auto upgrade feature for the players who bought a racing game to, race. In the increasingly crowded racing market, Forza has cut a niche for itself as the true car lover's game. Genuine cars, accurate physics, and more tuning options than a mechanic in a chop shop. But with its innovative suggested line feature and forthcoming auto upgrade abilities, the franchise is also reaching out to the mainstream without abandoning its core audience. And so, even though Forza 3 is only moments away from getting onto shelves, you can bet your wheels that Forza 4 will be closing in fast.